You know, I remember running back in 2003, and one of the things I said is that government should be run more like a business. It's very, very difficult. It's a great statement, and it's a great campaign line. It's probably one of the most difficult things that can be done. But I think one of the things that what I found was that just because something has been done a certain way doesn't mean that's the way you do it in the future. And I think that there are a lot of business people that are serving now as mayors and village presidents that see it the same way. And we talk a lot at the conferences that we go to. What are you doing different? And so I think there's a lot of different things. I don't think there's one major thing. I think there's a lot of little things in municipal government that business people have walked in and changed over a period of time, and I think that's probably been helpful. It's probably the most helpful is just the communication, the sitting down and chatting with other mayors and village presidents to know what they're doing and what they're doing different. And it always makes you feel good when something that you tell 6 or 7 others and a light bulb goes off in their head makes you think that, wow, you've been doing something right. And you know, maybe they'll be able to pass it on. Well, Mayor Tim Davlin, there's many more issues, but time is always, as I say, the enemy. Yeah. We appreciate you taking the time to share with us your thoughts on what's impacting state government. Good luck to you. Thanks. And your term, I guess, is up at, what, the end of September? At the September annual conference, yep. As far as being a municipal president. That's right. Thank you again. Thanks a lot, Terry.
The experience of living becomes such a common thing that we almost become blind to it. But there's those moments when I'll realize that it really is not that common of a thing, that it really is an exciting thing to have this moment in time. And I guess what I try to do is I try to keep myself from becoming blind to it.
Welcome to Chicago Arts. We recently caught up with Alberto Aguilar, whose personal dinner invitation project blurs the line between life and art.
There was 2 curators who wanted to pay me a visit, a studio visit actually, and right away I was a little concerned because at that point I no longer had a studio. I invited them to come over anyways, and I thought that I would treat them, you know, one of the things I guess that I'm really good at is, you know, being hospitable to people who come into my home. So I figured that that's what I would do. Like I would be very hospitable to these curators. I would give them coffee, I would give them pastries. I invited people. I made 1,000 friends on Facebook with the intentions of doing this dinner. Now those people were sort of connected, mostly connected to the art community here in Chicago, but at the same time there were people that were loosely connected to the art community in Chicago. But they were all strangers, so I didn't know anybody. And you know, I mean, I tried to create arrangements of people. Out of the people that I invited, only 109 people said that they would be attending. So those are the people that I had to choose from. I sort of see them as curations, you know, where I am putting together the people that I thought that there would be some sort of interesting connection or interaction between the people. I guess the thing that I wanted to most achieve through these dinners is to create a strong, long-lasting memory. So I did a lot of things to make this happen. One of the things that I did was I played the same music over and over again throughout the dinners. Like it was nonstop. There was always music at these dinners, and it was a soundtrack that I made that was you know, composed of mostly songs that were sort of like maybe nostalgic or slightly on the sad side. So that was one thing that I did to reinforce the memory. The other thing was that I gave henna tattoos at these dinners. Like I would give them to each person. and I would time the henna tattoos that I gave for 6 minutes. Well, one thing that I decided on early on was that, you know, this wasn't going to be an eccentric experience. You know, it was actually going to be a very normal experience. Some people were really surprised to see when they came that it actually was me having them into my home. And the other thing that I decided, maybe this is probably after the second dinner, second dinner, I decided that I wasn't going to take any pictures because I didn't want to be the one who, I didn't want that to be my concentration. I didn't want to have to think about documenting this thing. I do desire to go into other people's homes and to eat from their table. That's something that I love. It doesn't happen as often as I would like. It happens, but it doesn't happen as often as I like. But yeah, who doesn't like a magical night?
For more information on Alberto and his works, visit albertoaguilar.com. All pertinent links can be found in the info section of this video. Thank you for watching Chicago Arts. Do you know someone involved in the arts in Chicago? Suggest and vote for individuals you would like to see interviews of through Google Moderator. Be sure to join us for our next episode, and stay informed by subscribing to our channel. We'd like to hear what you think, so take a moment and comment on this interview. Thank you again from Chicago Arts.
Hey everybody, this is Art Alexakis from the band Everclear, and you're watching BuzznewsTV.
Hello, this is Philip Jewell for Blue Hat TV. Today we are visiting with Dave Mueller, the owner of Paul Henry's Art Gallery in Hammond, Indiana.
My family has been in business here in this location since 1902 in Hammond, Indiana. We have traditionally been a hardware store, a sheet metal shop, an automotive paint distributor, and 20 months ago we took on the reformation of the business and converted it into an art gallery. The surroundings are unique, they're vintage, and I just basically figured it would make a good space to display artwork, and that's what we've attempted to accomplish here. We have been in downtown Hammond for 123 years. We were established in 1887, and the business was begun by my grandfather, Paul Henry Mueller. The business was named P.H. Mueller's Sons, and when I was searching around for a name for the gallery, I just happened to think, why don't I connect with the historical background and name it after the founder? Paul Henry Mueller became Paul Henry's Gallery. Paul Henry's Art Gallery is the official title. Everything that had gone before basically became an operational museum. Now that was another part of why I decided to use this as a place to display art. If you already have basically an attraction in place, it's vintage, it's authentic, people recognize it as such, then to put artwork, original artwork, in amongst that vintage setting gives everyone who comes kind of a double dip as far as a venue to come and see.
I then spoke with Greg Boyan from the Hammond Innovation Center, a business incubator which is a joint project with the City of Hammond and Purdue University Calumet.
We're trying to bring downtown Hammond back into some specialty shops like Paul Henry's Gallery and a few other shops down the street, some nice coffee shops, and a few other local professional businesses. We also have the gallery across the street, the substation number 9 is more of like arts classes and training and things like that. So we're trying to develop this a little bit more into an arts and a business district in downtown Hammond. The gallery itself is very interesting, and I'd like to encourage people to come and take a look at it. It's a very eclectic mix of artwork, paint, sculptures, jewelry. So it's a very awesome thing to have in downtown Hammond.
Artist Eugene Mitchell stopped by the gallery and told us about his cartoon and gallery art.
My bigger art that I do, I've always won awards for or placed first or second place in gallery shows all through my life. And it's a love that I have for the arts, and I love doing it. When I'm not doing it, it's like a big void in my life. I'm a cartoon artist. I also do gallery work. I've been drawing cartoons since high school.
Artist Michael Kaysen spoke to us about the challenges of producing his unique ceramic art.
I say that they are treated very much like paintings because even though the pieces are very traditional forms, the process is so immediate that I try to get into a place where that thing can exist the way it is only because it happened at that time. Trying to bring that same type of spontaneity to a more reserved process where you're glazing it and then it goes in a kiln for a day and a half it's a little bit of a challenge. I myself try to be open to allowing certain things to happen, knowing when to apply the control and when to let it go. And I think that's how I keep things from becoming stale, and that's how I keep things alive.
If you would like more information about Paul Henry's art gallery, visit them online at paulhenryart.com or visit their Facebook page. Next time we will be visiting the Meyer Sculpture Garden in Grand Rapids, Michigan. You may view additional Blue Hat TV videos at bluehat.tv or visit our regular website at bluehat.biz and click on the video blog link. Thanks for watching Blue Hat TV.